as an example, like a lot of people have stress. I know in this area over here in the Silicon Valley, as an example, there's a lot of computer people that are constantly in front of the computer, and they work a lot of long hours, or they're stressed, or just people in general in our society today that are so stressed. In other words, by having this omega-3, by taking this flax oil, that's going to benefit their stress. It's going to make them more able to go ahead and maybe sit in front of a computer longer, or maybe just enjoy life in general better. Is that correct?
Well, as any foundational nutrient, whenever you're making your body physiologically stronger, you're absolutely more capable to handle, whether it be stress, whether it be a common cold, or a common illness. This is absolutely pivotal in terms of handling stress, handling difficult situations. The healthier we are, the better we can handle these situations.
There's always something that, we hear about in our society today. There's a different nutrient coming out, or you hear about ginkgo biloba for your mind, and you hear about this particular substance and this particular substance. But with this over here, this is just pure, natural flax.
That's right.
And that's it. It's so simple, Jay, that it's almost like it's that simple.
It is that simple. In fact, one of our nation's leading health authorities, Dr. Michael Murray, a naturopathic doctor, he's written over 30 books on the topic of health and nutrition. He has a foundational health program. Now, this is for people that are generally healthy. If you have arthritis or something, then he adds more onto it. But his foundational health program includes a high-potency vitamin mineral supplement, ample supplies of water in your diet, and flaxseed oil. That's the basis, as far as this man is concerned, to optimal health. And that's where we start.
See, it seems like we're always looking for some kind of a nutrient that'll, say, like pick us up. Like you hear about different types of vitamins or what have you. We're also looking for this magic bullet, should I say, right? Flax is the magic bullet. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, but it's magic bullet, meaning that it's going to add to that body so much nutrition that your body's just going to work so much better just because of that.
As we talked about in the first half hour, the first segment that we did together, omega-3 fatty acids are directly responsible for over 1,000 metabolic functions in the body. Over 1,000. That's only the ones that we know of. Without omega-3 fatty acids, it's impossible for the body to be in complete health and in homeostasis. It's absolutely impossible.
Let's talk a little bit about omega-6 versus omega-3. What's the correlation between omega-3 and omega-6, or is there?
Yeah, this is really very, very critically important. As we've mentioned, the refinement of foodstuffs has eliminated omega-3 fatty acids in the diet. And I just use this as a demonstration. Okay. We're getting 1/10 to 1/20 of what we require in our diet. Optimally in the diet, what we should be getting is a 50-50 ratio, if you will. Very, very simple. Half omega-3, which is represented by our flax oil. Half omega-6, which is represented by our refined corn oil. Okay? This is what we should be getting in the body. You get these out of balance as what exists today with this overabundance of omega-6 and this deficiency in omega-3. It throws our whole metabolism. It throws, as I said, over 1,000 metabolic functions completely out of whack. Omega-3 fatty acids control inflammation. Omega-6 fatty acids actually add to inflammation. But this is a check and balance system. This omega-3 fatty acids cancels out the omega-6 fatty acids. But as it exists today, we're suffering from all kinds of inflammatory conditions. And this is due primarily, and again backed up by the Japanese study that we discussed earlier, by an overabundance of omega-6 fatty acids in the diet. And how did this happen? As we'd mentioned, over 100 years ago, we stopped eating the seeds of sunflowers and safflowers and corn, and we started to press the oils out of these seeds into a very highly concentrated product, which we call vegetable oil. We used to just get these omega-6s naturally in our diet. Now we're consuming it in mass in the form of vegetable oil. Almost every single refined food product on the planet, and I'll challenge you to go out and look in your health food store shelves, contain omega-6 fatty acids. So it's healthful in the right amounts. It's unhealthful the way that it is in America today. We're getting 20 times the amount of omega-6 in our diet compared to omega-3. So what do? This problem isn't going to go away on its own. We're not getting the omega-3 fatty acids in the food chain. There's only one simple answer, and that is to supplement our diets with omega-3 fatty acids. Otherwise, it's not going to happen.
Simple. So in other words, the average person has deficiency is rampant. So what would you say the average person, how deficient are they in flax oil, the omega-3s?
Yeah.
I mean, they have 0 omega-3s in their body?
Well, as we know, 20% of Americans, there's undetectable blood levels. And what that tells us is that they're just not getting any omega-3 in their daily diet. This is something that our body is starving for. It's something that should be making up every single cell of our body. Now, that's 20% of Americans. We know with the other 80%, it's been estimated that we're at least 80% deficient. So we're only getting 20% of what we need. We have to bring it back. This problem is not going to go away on its own. We've been told by Dr. Artemis Simopoulos, the president of the Center for Genetic Nutrition and Health, that it will take over 1 million years if we don't make this change in our diet, if we don't supplement with omega-3. It will take over 1 million years for the body to evolve, step up to step up to step up, to where this is normal for us. It's the biggest dietary shift that has ever occurred in the history of mankind as we know it.
And this is the simplest thing that people can do to go ahead and get optimum health again.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no easier solution as far as I'm concerned, just by talking with you and interviewing with you today on both of these shows. I mean, if you just took flax, it did nothing else. It's
incredible. You know, even we talk about the benefits of older individuals, of preventing cancer, heart disease, stroke. We know that in the Journal of Stroke, in fact, in 1995, they found that by simply supplementing the diet with omega-3 fatty acids, it reduced the incidence of stroke by over 40%.
Well, Jay, listen, again, I'm breathless. I'm breathless with the information. I know you've written a couple books, Understanding Fats and Oils and Flax for Life. I've seen this book myself. I've read this book myself, Understanding Fats and Oils. I think every person out there in America should know this and should understand this and read these books. And what we're going to be doing for our viewing audience out there, Jade has authored a couple books called Understanding Fats and Oils, and the other book called Flax for Life, which he has 101 delicious recipes in it.